Okay guys, this could arguably be one of the best seasons of Love Island ever. I feel like it's had one hell of a strong first week, and the second week shows that it's not slowing down in any capacity. Hey guys, it's Rob Ronaldo. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, inject it and hook it into my veins. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. And let's get straight into this. You know I love me some Coke Zero Chat. The link in the bio below. So much has happened in this episode, guys. We've got to break this one down. I've actually missed doing them alone. I've had so many friends over. Today I thought, you know what, let me just do one-to-one now, because it's not every day with friends. Sometimes it's me and you. So this was a lot, guys. There's so many twists and turns. I love the fact that the two new bombshells were allowed to choose first. They should always make that rule, because they're always going to cause ruckus by default, because they're allowed to choose first, and some of their choices might shock some people. Before we get into that, let's break Ella and Tyrique down. She is basically being emotionally exhausted, and this is what comes with the game. Because you are in a very closed environment, you can't escape the guy that you now have feelings for, going for other people, entertaining them, and especially like Tyrique. He has a playful character, so therefore he's going to entertain conversations, and Ella is not going to like that. Now yes, Tyrique did say, I want to get to know people if they come in, just to let you know, I want to be tested. She knew that this was going to happen, but still knowing it and seeing it are two different things. And also the way that Tyrique is going about it, Ella does not like. I can see both sides of the coin. Tyrique is going to speak to Leah twirling or whatever, you know, these light-hearted, flirtatious conversations can be seen as disrespectful, considering that it happened right after her watching him go on two separate dates. He's now flirting with one of the girls. She's seeing all of this. She's going to be in her way. I can see both sides of the coin only because Tyrique had told Ella prior that he would want to get to know people. And when you want to get to know people, flirtation behavior is going to occur. However, I can see Ella's side as well, because she's going to be emotional. She's developed feelings. It's a closed environment. She can't escape it. And you know, for some people, there might be more neurotic, more emotional than others. Personality does come into play, and I feel like she just doesn't like what she's seeing, and also it puts her in a position to be vulnerable. So I can see both sides of this whole situation. Comment down below on what team you're on, what side you're on, who do you agree with? Do you feel like Tyrique has a right to do what he wants because he's told her before? Or do you think that he's going about it in a very disrespectful way, and therefore Ella is right and justified in how she feels? They've obviously had arguments back and forth. The first 15-20 minutes was absolute stellar reality TV when it comes to Love Island. And of course, you know, she feels a type of way and he just doesn't get it. I'm glad he did end up apologizing. However, it is annoying for her. They were kissing in bed the night before, and then in the morning, they're continuing that flirtation with Leah. She's like, what is going on? But at the same time, the game is the game, and you have to charge it. And I feel like Ella is not charging it, and she has to try and make her moves with anybody else. This is the issue. When you put all your eggs in one basket very early in the game, then you are vulnerable even more so if that basket that you've now put your eggs in has decided to allow different eggs now to come into the basket. Because Catherine knew her and Zach was not going well when, you know, she saw him flirting with Molly. So she said, you know what? I got to play this game and charge it. And she went right back to Andre. Unfortunately for Ruchi, who now, you know, possibly is going home, and it is upsetting for her, but she needed to do that to be safe in the competition, and therefore she went back to Andre. Andre was open because he still wanted to see her, and unfortunately it left Ruchi vulnerable. But Catherine was like, you're not going to see me being vulnerable, child. Not me. Not today, not never. I'm going to stay in this competition. She played the game, and now she's with Andre, and she is safe for the foreseeable future. And I feel like Ruchi needed to do that as well in some way. But also, when other guys are not into you, it is harder for you to maneuver. However, Ella and Tyrique going back and forth, I just feel like they were never going to work anyways, because I feel like their personalities don't really mesh, and that he doesn't like that, she doesn't like that playful stuff. And she's right. If they were to win, or be in the finale, or leave together, he's at clubs, girls want to talk to him. You know, the post-Love Island life for the first couple of months can be exciting. She might not like that. She lives in Glasgow. He lives in Essex or London. So, you know, it can be irritating for them. And, you know, she's like, well, this is over, because the way he's moving anyways right now is something that I don't want to see in a person. So I get it. I completely get that side. Mitch needs to relax. I can see why the girls feel this way, because as soon as Zach and Molly were kissing on that terrace, he ran to Leah, said, you know, oh, I rate you 3 or 5, but nervousness, whatever it was, and, you know, asking Leah, can you sleep in my bed, and etc. Like, you're moving way too forward. When you don't have that spatial awareness and understand the social cues of you moving too forward to somebody, and that they're going to feel uncomfortable, you're not going to land correctly, unfortunately. Didn't work with Molly because he was quite forward, and then him telling her in bed, we're done, like, you don't need to do all that. And then the next time you're now with Leah, I get it. People are saying that, he's respecting himself. He knows what he wants. That's absolutely fine. But also just be aware of how forward you're coming across to somebody, because you're already in a closed environment. So whatever you do is going to be seen as too forward anyways. So just chill. And I feel like Leah obviously showed that she didn't want him. She chose Tyrique. I love the fact that they've got this new twist now, and that, this all happened. Ella wanted to cry up there. I felt so sorry for her, because the game is the game and she's been played against it, unfortunately. Completely forgot the other girl's name. Is it Summer? Sumner? I'm not really sure. First and foremost, I don't know why everybody, even in the damn villa, is so shocked. Oh, wow, you look so good for 30. Oh, wow, this is 30. Guys, 30 is not old. 30 is really not old. 45, okay, cool. 50, definitely. 30 is not old. And I find it frustrating how, Love Island and the society we live in, the generations we live in, especially the ones below us, perpetuate this idea that once you reach 30, you're old, you've lived life, it's too much, you should be married with kids and whatever. Like, 30 is really not old. So I don't like the fact that people are having that reaction to her. Anyway, she looks great. She played the game as well. She likes Zach and she chose him. Do I think that's going to work? No, I don't. Zach, I feel likes Molly more than anybody. That's his favorite. And he said that, and they're on the terrace and they're lip locking multiple times. They have a great connection. They kiss a lot, and I just feel like these two are going to find their way together. So that's going to happen in some way. I'm glad that Molly and Mitch are friends now, because I felt like that negativity between them, that was, I'm glad it was going to spiral and be uncomfortable for both of them. So I'm glad that they kind of just patched things up between them two. Leah, I like her. I feel like she's chill. She's relaxed. Neither one of these new bombshells are going to be a Mora. I genuinely thought that, hopefully that would happen, because I feel like this season is missing that. It's missing that loud, boisterous, bubbly personality. But Leah is friends with Mora, so I just thought that would be the case. But she's not. She's her own self. She's confident. She knows what she likes. And, she likes mixed race guys, as she said. And I believe Tyrique will definitely pattern that as time goes on, because it looks like one of these girls will go. I don't know who will go at this point. I feel like they might dump Ella, because she had a chance with Tyrique. It didn't work, unfortunately. With Ruchi, has she really had a fair shot? Who knows? Because she's with Andre, and Andre never really put her as pole position. So, what's going to happen? I honestly don't know which one's going to go home. I also don't know which one I want to go home, because I like both Ruchi and Ella. They both are OGs. As an OG, you do not want to leave post first week, because you'll see the remainder of your OGs most likely reach the finale. So you don't want to be that first OG to leave. So I really wonder, I can't call it, guys. But what I will say is that this season is absolutely spectacular. It is stellar. It is arguably one of the best seasons for its first week. I feel like it's done really well, and it does have the potential, early damn days, but it does have the potential to be one of the best seasons of Love Island ever. Because I feel like we've got great characters when it comes to looks, great characters when it comes to personality. You have a lot of different storylines going on as well. The Catherine, Molly, Zach situation, with Mitch also being involved. Then you have Ella and Tyrique. Then you have the new bombshells as well. Then the Ruchi Andre situation went down the drain. Then you have Jess irritated with Molly. You have a lot of these storylines. And one thing I like about these storylines is that they are maneuvering quite quickly. Like season 5, the first week was just one triangle. It was just the Lucy sandwich guy and Tom's triangle. And I just feel like, that dragged for a bit, and we were like, what else is? But here, we're just getting so many different things happening. Then on top of that, we have twists. And for the new 2 bombshells to choose first, I don't know if that happened in the last couple of years, but that's also great. And it should be like that every single time a new bombshell comes in. They should be able to choose at a recoupling who they want. It causes friction, ruckus, emotions, all on a high. That's what we want to see. So again, this is a great season for me. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It is a shame that Love Island Winter happened in the winter, because the majority of people did watch that, and therefore they are fatigued. As I've said in previous reviews, if you are fatigued due to overconsumption, no matter how great the content is going to be, you are not going to be watching it because you are fatigued. There are a lot of people online who are saying, oh, I'm seeing the tweets and everybody tweeting about it, and they're enjoying, Love Island, and they're enjoying how great it is, but I'm just too tired to get involved. That's what people are saying. They're just too tired. It's too much. We used to get a year breathing space, and now we only get 2 months. It's just way too much. The ratings, unfortunately, still are under 1 million. But to be honest with you, if I'm enjoying content and watching it, I don't give a damn about the ratings. I was very concerned about them with Love Island Winter because I wasn't enjoying it. But with here, I'm enjoying it, guys, and I just feel like we're not getting any characters where we find them draining. Like the Molly situation was annoying, but I'm glad that we've moved on to different people. I didn't want it to be Molly Island for a bit. It was for 3-4 days, but you know, not gonna lie, Molly and Mitch and their interactions, to me, yesterday, it was entertaining. Like, you know, Mitch is just a funny character. I feel like he's really good at what he does. He's emotionally forward, and he isn't afraid to have arguments, like him and Zach. Like, you want people like this. So I think that this is it's just a great season. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm grateful that we are watching Love Island again and enjoying it. I thought we just wouldn't really get that after season 8, which was a repeat for me. I think season 7 was quite slow. Season 6 was quite slow. So, you know, to have season 8 and now season 10 being great, I'm great. I'm not tweeting for this year's Love Island. I don't know why. I just feel like, again, maybe because I'm overconsumed and tired, I just feel like I want to take my time with this season because I'm just tired from Love Island Winter, honestly, being on. And now I have to feel like I have to do it all over again. So, I don't know. Comment down below if you want me to start tweeting about Love Island again. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it. I'm just thinking like, every day I have to now tweet, then YouTube, then TikTok. It's just a lot after 2 months of a season just ending. So even I'm fatigued in some kind of capacity. The fatigue is definitely strong. Sometimes I'll just watch it on recap because I'm not watching it live. This is probably my first review that's coming out normally when my other reviews normally would come out, which is very early, and how it should be, to be honest with you. But great season. Comment down below on your thoughts when it comes to this episode. What are your thoughts when it comes to these contestants? Do you like this season? Do you dislike this season? Who are your favorites? What do you think about the Ella Tyrique situation? What are your thoughts on the 2 new bombshells as well? Who do you think is going to be dumped, and who do you want to be dumped when it comes to this? Because I just find it to be interesting. I honestly can't tell with Richie and Ella. I like both of them. I don't want either one of them to go, and I just feel like it's going to be sad. I don't think Richie had a good chance or fair shot, number one. Number two, I also feel like Ella was just dealt a really bad card of Love Island, and I wish she had somebody else waiting in the wings. But, you know, we'll just see what happens. Do go and check out my interview with Tanya, guys. I interviewed her yesterday and I put it out today. Come on, work ethic. It is a very interesting interview. I wanted to interview her one-to-one. That was my vision, because I just wanted to speak about her mental, you know, what happened with Martin and etc., any exclusives, and it was a very good 40-minute conversation, not too long and not too short. So definitely go and check out that interview. It will be at the end of this video. It will also be, you know, the previous one that I've uploaded. So definitely go check that out. Subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my TikTok. I'll be doing a review up there as well in like 10-15 minutes. But let me know. Comment down below, baby, because this Love Island is Love Islanding. Do you understand? The season is seasoning. The sauce is saucing. It's just doing what I need it to do. I said inject it. They really decided to put 2 injections into me now and say, we're now going to give you something to enjoy because you were complaining about Love Island Winter. I was really complaining, guys. Guys, I know some of you commented yesterday saying, thank the Lord I didn't watch Love Island Winter. But for those who are watching this now and you watch Love Island Winter with me, we suffered, child. We suffered because this is what we were missing. This is what we were missing when it comes to Love Island, and we suffered. We suffered bad. Woo! We suffered bad with that season, child. That season is diabolical. I'm so sorry. We suffered. And the reason being is because it had so much potential, but they decided to just take it away from us. So they decided to give this. Keep these twists coming, do you understand? I want more twists. I want 2 to 3. If they just give us a different twist every single week, bring us back the lie detector challenge, the headline challenge, the Twitter challenge, you know, bring these back as well. Keep the momentum up. And I feel like they are doing that. Momentum is the key word for this review. They are keeping the momentum up. They are looking at different stuff. Shout out to the producer. This is a fantastic season. Sanjay, Cindy, Susan, Humphrey, you guys are doing what we wanted. And I am content with the season so far. I don't want it to plateau or to drop. I want the momentum to keep going. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon for another review.